Yo, this is Marc Ecko, and you're checking out Thisis50.com.
And we bringing G-Unit clothing back. Done with this bullshit. Bringing my clothing back.
That paper, I get it. That paper, I get it. Yeah. What the fuck, nigga? I rock like I got.
Let's get right into it, man. Yeah. Unlabeled, the book.
Yes.
You know, like selling yourself without selling out.
Yes.
You know, that's a very interesting subject because people are looking to sell out every day.
Right. Well, I think, you know, the first thing I wanted to do with that title is to kind of provoke the viewer and also the person reading it. It's intentionally trying to be like pushing you, make you flat-footed, because people have a tough time reconciling this idea of branding. You know, there's kind of a false sense of success because of the social media atmosphere where some people become Twitter stars or, like, you know, Instagram stars or whatever. And there's this tendency, we put ourselves out there in this vomitorium, and we think, well, that's what it means to establish a you know, successful personal brand. I try to challenge that in the book. I also try to challenge.
But how do you challenge that? I mean, because you need social media today.
You do need to. You do. It is a tool set.
But if you're not selling anything, then that's when it doesn't.
Well, I think
well,
what I try to express and define. We need, like, every conversation needs to be, you know, I think, you know, words matter. So, like, what the book tries to do is it tries to define authenticity. It tries to define what it means to sell out. It tries to define brand. So let's get to the definition. Brand. A brand is like a well, okay? This deep well filled magically with endless amounts of this glorious product or water, whatever you want to envision it, right? It's deep. I mean, the shit looks like it goes right through the earth, okay? And people are in line coming to fulfill the promise that well almost magically and effortlessly always seems filled. Right? It got filled because people did something. Right? You are what you do. Your brand is what you do. Right? It's not just like the transaction. It's not, you don't just get it because you made a logo. People misperceive it. You know, young people have asked me, like, is my brand good? And they show me a logo.
Right.
I'm like, yo, money, my logo is only good because this is what I did to make it good. Otherwise, it's just a piece of graphic art.
Exactly.
I could show you books of good logos. Which one you want to pick? You know? Let's go. Which one?
Oh, in your face, Nick, in your face!
The other part of definitions here in the book is this notion of sellout, right? So when we define sellout, right? Sellout, to me, is this notion of double-crossing your creative intent.
Double-crossing your creative intent.
Right. Like, you have a creative intention, right? And if you're being intellectually honest, my creative intention was to airbrush canvases and put them onto T-shirts and be known for that. Like, for me, the idea of, you know, if you double-cross it for just the money, or you double-cross it for, like, something really evil, like some real just sinister shit, that's the
what could that be, though?
We hold the world ransom for $100 billion.
I just think, just like, you know, being sinister to try to hurt someone, and, like, you know, having this ulterior motive, you know, like ulterior motive to, like, you do X to really, it's like putting a stumbling block in front of a blind man.
Okay.
You know, like, that's not fair.
Right.
Right. If everyone's going in with their eyes open, then you're playing. That's playing by the rules. And you might not agree with what I do aesthetically. You might think it's whack. You might think it's aesthetically corny. That's okay. There's a lot of us. You don't have to like my shit, but it doesn't mean that because you don't agree that the default position is like sell out. That's just the lazy shit to do. If you're selling anything, you're ultimately selling you. Any sales guy know that. You're selling yourself, right? Like, that's a part of what we do.
Now I'm making my own brand, Thriller Gang and Dog Life, right now. I'm currently working on that.
Good.
Now I just, you know, got a copy of your book.
Cool.
Now how can I grow in the right direction and everything? Like, what is this book what is it going to do for me?
I think it's going to challenge your expectations. So what it does is, I think, will help you kind of actualize and try to think more about expectations that are more, you know, design a future. I talk about I talk about the imagination factor and this notion of future, because we as entrepreneurs, as businessmen, as hustlers, we see the culture. We see like someone like 50, pow, so fast.
Right.
Right. And it's like, I want that for me. Right. I mean, just seeing Kanye this week, you know, venting about his frustrations about like the fashion industry. Right. It's like the problem that we have, right, is that we try to design our expectations in a straight line. Right? You close your eyes, man, you see that future self, and it's fucking right there. But the path to get there, yo, that shit is like...
Now, how did the whole 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying, situation come with y'all, with G-Unit clothing?
Yeah,
and why did it stop?
There was a photo shoot, and I forgot exactly what season it was for. And he said to my marketing guys, just like in the way that he is so intensely focused, is like, one day I'm going to have a clothing company, just like, and you know, he said it with like, he knew it was going to happen. And he was like, it might be with you. To his credit, the I don't know, it just was catalytically, it happened. It was like one of those things. But from my view, what happened mechanically in the industry is there was just too much supply than there was demand. And it wasn't like a G-Unit bad thing. It was more like the general market condition, because like everybody was on the come up at that period. So the market, it kind of was like the surf industry. If you study the surf industry in like the 80s, it got filled with too many brands. There's too many options. And the market had a right size, and you know, so we had a good run. Dave,
I really appreciate you sitting down with us. I'm excited about this book.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Like I always say, you just can't say you really something. You got to be Marc Ecko, man. Hey, don't sell out, man. Be Unlabel. We over when we out of here. Do something to mine. Y'all go to commercial. Don't kiss them hoes in the mouth unless you got to. Boom.
I'm so you know what this is. They can't line me. That paper, I get it. That paper, I get it. Yeah, G-Unit. This is therapy for me, man.